Hey, I am Corvette Hop, and we are here at Freedom Chevrolet in San Antonio, Texas. We're doing a car show for some toys for the Fisher House, and we are lucky to be here at Freedom to see Hollis, who is actually one of our key sponsors, and Charles, who's from the Alamo Area Corvette Club. Now we'll go ahead and say something. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're welcoming you guys out, and it's we do this twice a year, and it's all for charity. It's for the Fisher House to sponsor them. It's a fantastic organization that helps out the vets, and we're just glad you're all here.
Got lots of cars out here, food, live music out here and everything, and having a good time, so y'all come on out.
I would estimate maybe 100 cars, maybe? How many do you think?
Possibly 100, yeah.
100 cars. I would tell you, people out here are having a great time. There's not only Corvettes, there are Fords, there are Chevys, there's other classic cars. There's lots of food, lots of people, and a great time.
And the weather is perfect.
There you go.
Now this car show has an amazing display of Corvettes, but it actually has other cars from other years, makes, and models. You will see as I walk down the assembly line of honor. Look at these beautiful cars and look at them sparkle. This is a Corvette ZR1 2019 model. We'll come back to this one. Here's a Corvette Stingray Z51. Look at this beautiful Corvette Z06. Now I'll try to highlight a few of these cars and look at them specifically, and I'll try my best not to favor the Corvettes, but I can't promise. Now this is a beautiful car. We'll try to get back to this car and talk with the owner a little bit later.
I'll go get her slots.
Up next is a 1956 BelAir. We'll come back to this car too. Now check out this 1932 Highboy. Next we have a beautiful purple Charger RT. And here we have an original owner Firebird, still going strong. Look at all those awards. Let me take this time to thank all the volunteers who have come out to this event to make it possible. This is a 3-day weekend, Veterans Day weekend. You can easily choose to be somewhere else. Instead, they choose to be out here at this event, helping make it possible. Also, a thank you to Freedom Chevrolet for sponsoring the event. You know, without the funds and the monies to make this event a great event, for the food and the prizes, the many years that you have sponsored and helped Alamo Area Corvette Club, thank you so much. You know, as I walk around and talk with people, I'm amazed on how many of them spend so much time on these cars getting ready for the car show. Many of them says hours and hours, others say days. It just amazes me on how clean and polished these cars are. Here's Garry's 2014 C7 Corvette Z51 package. A beautiful car. Next up is Paul's C7 Z06. Beautiful, detailed, and immaculate car.
This is a beautiful 2019 ZR1 3LZ package.
Yeah, ceramics, features, great.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
The owner says they do trips all the time, 10 days to 2 weeks all the time in this car. You'll probably see it all over the United States.
I'm Sharon Bayless, and this is my 34 Mercedes. His name is Gadsby, and he has the trumpet horns in the front.
Midway to Hickman.
Has the running board, which I love. It has the suicide doors that open backwards. That's pretty unique. And I love the spare tire on the back, which makes it interesting. And it's just got such a beautiful styling to it. We got the original dials are on it. They don't all work because it's an old car. And when I got it, people said, "Oh, let me hear the horn, let me hear the horn." Well, the horn's not that exciting, so I got a musical horn. It plays about 30 different songs to make it a little more interesting. My story is that when I was a little girl, my parents came in on a Saturday morning and said, "Come with us, we're going to go see some friends that have an old car." And we went over and they had a Roadster, and I fell in love with them in elementary school and said, "One of these days I'm going to get my Roadster." So about 5 years ago on an eBay auction, I was able to find my dream car, a 34 Mercedes.
It is all Ford colors. It's Ford magnetic gray, it's shuttle black, titanium silver. The car is Ford and Shelby from bumper to bumper. The body is backdraft racing. The chassis is a continuation chassis from Shelby America. Foot box and some of the interior parts, the suspension parts are Superformance. It has a McPherson strut front end, live axle in the rear with 364 gears. Tremec T56 heavy-duty 5-speed transmission, aluminum flywheel, dual friction clutch, valve clutch. It's got a bare disc brake system all the way around. It does have original Hildebrand knockoff wheels on it that are actual Shelby knockoff wheels. The motor is a 351 dark block, stroke of 427. It's not an actual 427, however, it's a little bit stouter than an original 427 would be. It's 604 horsepower and 613 foot-pounds of torque on the ground at the rear wheels. It is a handful. My wife's responsible for the paint interior. That is fully her doing, and I did drivetrain from front to end. It's my baby. I enjoy the car greatly. It's about 2 years old to build now. It's right at 2,000 miles now, and about gotten all the bugs out of it. It became quite a dependable platform. Believe it or not, we average about 9-10 miles per gallon out of it if we drive it easily. Great build, been a dream of ours our whole lives. Our daughter's 22 years old, her name is Shelby. Been something I've wanted my whole life, so it's definitely a dream come true. What else I have to offer on it? The engine, the block, the long block was done by Craft Performance in Arkansas. The body's out of South Africa. And of course the chassis and stuff's out of Shelby itself. It is car number 1706. As far as the continuation cars, the serial number, it is a serial number car. It is a registered car. It does have a vintage V8 heat system in it. About the only creature comfort we have on the car. It's everything else is totally manual, including the steering. It has a Mustang 2 rack and pinion unit in it that's converted over to a Shelby control arms and stuff. Goes down the road straight, and just a joy to drive. It is a handful, like I said, though. It'll light the tires up anytime you want them to, 70 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour, it doesn't matter.
This is a 1956 BelAir, beautiful car, redone. I talked to the owner. He said this car can drive all the way across the United States because of the modifications and things that have been done to this car. A one-off interior.
So what do? I get red drink. And I'm not sure if I would ask you what I like. I like cars with some professional interior, and I actually do. It's like one of those things where you're going to go all the way, because it's like a wow factor, you know. But I don't know if I would have told you years ago. I really like it.
Look how straight this car is. A beautiful paint job. I don't see any flaws at all.
Now this is a beautiful C6 Corvette. Look at the detail, the interior and the fine little emblems and things that he put into this car. Amazing detail in the engine work, the paint job, absolutely amazing. Hey, again, thank you so much for watching the video, and to our great sponsor at Freedom Chevrolet. In fact, Freedom Chevrolet is the Alamo Area Corvette Club sponsor throughout the entire year. They do great events like this several times a year for all the people in the community. This year happened to be for the individual military members and their families at the Fisher House. This event brought in extra toys so that they can enjoy those during the holidays. So thank you again to Freedom Chevrolet, those members at the Alamo Area Corvette Club, for all the volunteers, for all the extra time it took for planning, organizing, all the time for setup, those who had helped out with the barbecue, those who helped out with the presentations. Thank you to all. Now enjoy some of the great video and photo shots of the car show. I had a great time, and I hope each and every one of you did also.
Built with you in mind. Knock and the door will open. Seek and you will find. Ask and you'll be given the key to this world of mine. I'll be waiting here with my arms unfurled, waiting just for you. Welcome to my world. Waiting just for you. Welcome to my world.